The ending of SmackDown was absolutely insane. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josh, the commentator, and today we are going to be reviewing SmackDown July 25th. So if you guys are ready for this video, make sure you smash that like button, you subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn those post notifications on so you know when I upload on this channel. And without further interruptions, let's get into this video. So SmackDown started off where we paid tribute to Hulk Hogan, who passed away yesterday. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. I think he is the reason why sports entertainment is where they are today, along with Vince and Andre the Giant, a lot of other people to mention. But if people want my intake on this, I prefer not to say. I think my opinions are valid, but I don't feel comfortable with exposing them because how people react to that. But ultimately, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. I am thankful for everything you did for WWE and made sports entertainment what it is today. To start off our show, right after the Hulk Hogan segment, Logan Paul had an episode of Impulsive. And his guest on the show was none other his opponent, one of his opponents at SummerSlam, Jelly Roll. Now, before he even talks about Jelly Roll, he gets into the ring and starts kind of making fun of the fans. He is from Cleveland, Ohio. SmackDown is in Cleveland, Ohio. They were booing him. He thought in his mind they were chanting Logan. They were actually chanting Hogan. But nonetheless, right after this happened, Logan Paul proceeds to make fun of Jelly Roll's body weight, basically calling him fat. Jelly Roll didn't like those comments, so he is going to make his way down to the ring and say something. Jelly Roll first takes a shot at saying Logan Paul is not an inspiration. He also said that Logan Paul doesn't know what it's like to struggle. He said that Logan Paul has been handed everything to him. Jelly Roll said that he is in the ring today because he's fighting for the poor kids who have big dreams and that want to live those out. It gets more intense though right after that. Jelly Roll called Logan Paul a punk-ass bitch. Who shows up in Logan Paul's defense? Drew McIntyre, who came in not from the ramp like you usually would see him. He just randomly showed up right next to Paul. Jelly's a very smart man, though. He stated that he did not go into SmackDown today alone. He proceeds to sing The Voices, and Randy Orton's music hits. Randy Orton gets into the ring and instantly just starts attacking Drew McIntyre. This brawl's going on. Logan Paul and Jelly Roll trading shots. Logan Paul hit a low blow on Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll somehow getting right back up and taking down Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll and Randy Orton stand tall. Next up was Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez. Now in this match, Alexa Bliss starting off by attempting numerous, and I mean numerous, roll-up pins. Roxanne ended up getting the upper hand. Flair and Rodriguez get into it outside, but Flair ultimately throwing Rodriguez over the barricade. But just when you thought Flair got rid of Rodriguez, well, Raquel shows back up, and she blindsides Flair as she's not paying attention to her. Alexa Bliss on the top rope while all of this is happening had to make the decision, and she hits a twisted Bliss to the outside to take out Raquel. Roxanne in the ring recovering super fast, Bliss making her way back into the ring, and Roxanne with a roll-up pin, holding the rope, referee not seeing it. 1, 2, 3, Roxanne Perez wins. Now, right after this match, we get a nice promo from Jade Cargill where she literally only stated that she is going to beat Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. But when we thought that was all, as she walks off, Chelsea Green shows up. Now, Chelsea Green mentions that she feels like she should be fighting Tiffany Stratton at SummerSlam. And right after she makes that statement, she makes fun of Jade Cargill. Now, unfortunately for Chelsea Green, Jade Cargill heard all of this, and in fact, we thought she walked off, but she was right behind her. Jade Cargill ends up getting in a scuffle with Chelsea Green. Jade brings Chelsea around her shoulders out to the ring with a referee, and we have a one-on-one match between Chelsea Green and Jade Cargill. Cargill and Green had a very, very fun match. Two notable spots were one, Jade Cargill hits a nasty chokeslam on Green. The other is at the closing stages of the match where Chelsea Green trying to set up Unprettier, but it got reversed into Jaded. 1, 2, 3, Jade Cargill wins. Now immediately after this, Piper Nivens and Alba Fire from Secret Service decide to beat the hell out of Jade Cargill. Shockingly enough, not really how this segment ended, because who comes to Jade Cargill's aid? Tiffany Stratton. Now, these two women worked together in this situation to take out Piper Nivens and Alba Fire, and then we had a crazy stare down. I mean, this match should really be a 10 out of 10 at SummerSlam. I enjoy both of these wrestlers in the ring. The women's division has never been better. Now the camera pans to Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair where they talk about SummerSlam. I mean, Charlotte Flair genuinely was telling Alexa Bliss straight up, this type of match she had tonight better not show up to SummerSlam. But she did also say if they win the titles, they no longer would be business partners, that Charlotte Flair said they would be friends. Now it was time for Cody Rhodes' segment. Cody Rhodes started talking about how Hogan made wrestling, basically saying that he's thankful and essentially that Hogan is the reason wrestling is what it is today. There was not much that was said in this promo, and I'm kind of sad about it, but he did say that he was going to be very violent at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes also said he doesn't want to fight this coward John, that he wants to fight the real John Cena, the one who represents hustle, loyalty, and respect, the one who wears his title belt the correct way, the one who talks to Stan as he's making his way down to the ring all the time. We all want that, Cody. Do we think we're going to get that at SummerSlam? Maybe. Probably not, though. We're going to get heel John Cena, and honestly, he's doing his best work right now. Now, the camera pans to Jacob Fatu, where he talks about how he's not going back to jail. After he makes this statement, he gets interrupted by none other than The Miz. Now, The Miz is basically calling out Jacob Fatu for what he did 6 weeks ago when he took Miz out for a while. And he asked for a match against Jacob Fatu tonight, and he received that match. It was absolutely nuts, though, because literally after he made this statement that they have a match tonight, Miz slapped the flip out of Jacob Fatu. Freaking insane. You felt that. In the building, you felt that even if it was on a TV screen. The camera dissolved to Aleister Black and Damian Priest's promo. It was a cool segment where they essentially told each other that they just want to rip each other's head off. A very settling moment. I was eating my food and, hearing this made me more excited for SummerSlam, I guess. But ultimately, I am super stoked for this match. I feel like this will help elevate Aleister Black in WWE again. And Damian Priest obviously being a great face right now. I mean, he's kind of a tweener, but he's I think he's more of a face in my opinion, but I just overall think this match is going to be fun. Now we're back to the match between The Miz and Jacob Fatu. Now the Samoan Werewolf started off hot, beating the hell out of The Miz. I really thought I was going to see a genuine one-on-one between Miz and Fatu, but Solo Sikoa showed up with his stupid minions. Fatu distracted and Miz taking advantage by throwing Jacob Fatu into the ring post. Now this match became back and forth, but ultimately Jacob Fatu getting the upper hand by throwing Miz into the corner in multiple headbutts to Miz. Miz did get pulled out of the ring by the MFTs, but Jacob Fatu countered with a huge suicide dive to take out the whole crew. Now as Fatu takes out Solo and his little minions, he rolls back into the ring as Miz does as well and catches Miz with a pop-up Samoan drop. And that is the match. Jacob Fatu wins. But right after that, you can expect it, Solo Sikoa and his minions beat the hell out of him. Big Jim Uso tried to help out Jacob Fatu in this situation, but the number games are just too strong. And Solo Sikoa and his gang standing tall over Jacob Fatu, Solo hitting a Samoan spike, And that's the segment. Now the camera pans backstage where the Street Profits were asked about everything that's been going on in the tag division, and they responded with they feel like they should have been in the qualifying match. Who did they get interrupted by? Well, none other than DIY. DIY literally interrupts and tells the Street Profits to stay out of their way. Like, bro, you just ran into their situation. You just ran into their promo. How you gonna tell them to stay out of their way? Like, but nonetheless, it was a very funny promo. And Montez Ford and Angelo know how to make promos fun. Now the camera pans to Zelina Vega backstage, interrupting Julia, the United States champion. Now the camera pans to Zelina Vega and Julia getting into it backstage. Zelina Vega asking for another rematch for the United States champion, but she gets interrupted by Julia's new manager, Kiana James. I'm going a little fast here, but this is kind of a very short segment, but she ended up getting her opportunity, so it'll be Zelina Vega versus Julia next week. Now we're at the main event where the tag teams of Andrade and Rey Fenix take on the World Tag Team Champions, the Wyatt Six, Joe Gacy and Dexter Lumis, and the titles are on the line, so you know there was going to be a banger. Not really in the way you would have expected it, though. Phoenix and Andrade showing off why they were a fantastic duo, starting off quick and at the ready. Lumis and Gacy gets back into it when Lumis takes out Phoenix, throwing him off the top rope, and Gacy hitting a nasty clothesline on Andrade. Andrade took fire after being tagged in by Rey Fenix, and he takes out Gacy and Lumis. I will say Gacy and Lumis had a cool spot where they did an atomic drop into a clothesline. It was just freaking nasty. This match had a crazy ending because as Andrade thought he had it finished with the message, his finisher, to win the tag titles, well, the ref got pulled out by none other than Sister Abigail, a.k.a. Nikki Cross. Now, this match resulted in a DQ disqualification win for Rey Fenix and Andrade, but you can win the titles that way. But that is not all. All hell breaks loose. The whole tag division raced out to the ring and beat the hell out of each other. Tag teams like DIY, Fraxium, Street Profits, the Wyatt Six, Andrade, Rey Fenix, and even the Motorhead City Machine Guns. Now, in the midst of DIY running down the ramp into this whole clusterfluff, they brought out Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis made his way into the ring and literally started screaming on the microphone saying, "I'm tired of this," and announced that at SummerSlam that all of the tag teams around him, in the ring, outside of the ring, the Wyatt Six will be defending the World Tag Team Championships. They will be raised up high in a TLC match. I mean, just what an ending to SmackDown. But that is the end of the review of SmackDown July 25th. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that like button. You subscribe to the channel if you are new, and turn those post notifications on so you are notified when I upload on this channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.